Cleveland Browns. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll take this up past the 20. And down at the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set, 20, up left. Topper. Undercut.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, alert. Got four down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game. Early.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
X3, 218, chopper.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Keep playing at their own 20-yard line.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Here's Gordon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out across midfield down to the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield, Ed.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 45 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They go play action here on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you...
And now look at him go. The 40, past the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 16-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing wrong football.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 27 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
No pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. You ain't going nowhere. Switch.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After the sack on first down, Taylor complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now Taylor. Open man, it's Allen. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 22-yard line, a gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 22-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Boys came out to play. I've been here, brother. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. This is where I came from.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
42 to Mark, 42.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield to throw it. He finds his target, Beckham.
Mayfield's pass complete to Odell Beckham.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mayfield down. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or He keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Mayfield now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Mayfield going to throw deep for the end zone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Olivier Vernon brings him down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Taylor will lead up the offense 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Taylor now operating from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And now another one thrown incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Chubb. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
From the gun, Mayfield. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 4 yards of completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
50, Mike, 50. Yeah. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Taylor. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Taylor now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Lucky.
Taylor from the gun. He'll throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running on first down, Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
On first down, it's Taylor. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin there to make the grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9.
Run. 49.
Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
King. 49 the Mike, 149. Hey, Zoo. Mike's 49.
4th down, Mayfield. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Melvin Ingram. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd and goal, Taylor flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, but now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
49 seconds. Come on. Go. Switch. Here we go. 50.
Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let's go! Let's go!
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The Browns on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Mayfield now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to, and he's going to go down again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Gordon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.